Alright, got a new course for you from McGregor Big Fish Golf Club, Hayward, Wisconsin, I believe. Might have said Michigan. Correct me in the comments. First hole, 378. For what I like already about this course is that it's pretty wide open. I've been playing a lot of courses with some pretty tough tree lines. And paying the price for going out of bounds with some driver issues that I've been having has not been fun. Second shot looks good here though. Almost rolls into the birdie circle, but we'll take an opening par any day. Moving on, 524. Second hole, par 5. Trying to figure out the driver. Just look at the ball speed and the spin is just ridiculous. It's like my driver is broken or something. Not getting any performance out of my swing at the moment. Just a layup here on the par 5, 278, too far for me to go for it. So we'll leave about a 9 iron in, 125. Good little fade. It's got to move. Comes up short. Now trying to get a little chip shot to stay in the circle for a par. And able to do so. Back-to-back pars to open. Big Fish Golf Club. I like the layout. I like the undulation of the greens. It looks like you're in the middle of a field somewhere, which is pretty fun. Safe shot there onto the green for another par. And moving on to the fourth hole now. We're critiquing the driver's swing here because it's been pretty awful. That one, joining the club, an alligator army kind of pull the handle. Pull the handle is a good explanation of kind of what's going on with the driver. I feel like I'm just pulling the handle through, kind of dragging it, and there's no whip on the driver's shaft. There's no speed through the hitting area, and it's starting to get better in real time as I'm editing these, but here in this round, you'll see some pretty bad swings with some bad numbers. They're just trying to save a bogey, and that's going to click us up to +1. I also was hitting the driver a lot, just trying to work on stuff. So even on a short par 4, driver it is, leaving about 100 in. It unfortunately goes into the rough. I like the action on that. And it sits just right of the hole for a par. Another alligator army, high spinning. Shot. It gets us out there a little bit there. 184 remaining. A tough yardage for me. Playing the fade and hitting it straight, of course. 19 yards remaining off the green. Gotta play some sort of little flopper. And able to corral it in the one putt zone for another par. Still at +1 here, having a pretty good round around Big Fish Golf Club. Until now. Got the ball speed up just a little bit and went directly into the water. Now laying up for the third shot and not getting it out of the rough. And laying up for the fourth shot and not getting it out of the bunker. So now hitting from 123 out of the sand. And that's going to be a double bogey, kicking the score up to +3. But after a water shot, there's not much to be expected besides taking your lumps. That drive actually looked okay. 142 ball speed, 31 backspin, and some okay yardage. 142 remaining. Looked like the hands were working pretty good, but that comes up short and right and in the 3-putt part of the green for an automatic bogey here. Par 3's next. Trying to play a draw into this tight green, and it hangs out to the right. For a par, we're at +4 after 9 holes. Going to the 10th here. It's kind of that over-the-top weird shot with the driver that has been plaguing me. It's almost like a severe top. Trying to hit 134 out of the deep rough and got nowhere. Gonna have to chip into the circle to save par. Took it up pretty high. It's got to roll, and it does not. So quickly another bogey. Gone to +5. Tough driving hole here. Luckily bounces out of the bunker. Just nothing going straight or far. That swing looks kind of funky too. Too handsy. Not enough legs and big muscles working. Ends in a bogey again. 168 down the hill. +6 now. That one's tugged left. Lands right at 168 yardage, but 15 yards left, and now attempting to save par. And thankfully doing so. Staying at +6, going to the 13th hole, which looks like a reachable par 5 with a good first drive. And unfortunately for me, that's not going to happen. 131 ball speed is just really low. For example, the 3-wood on the next swing, 138 ball speed. That looked too short. Let's see what happens. Oh, it gets a good bounce. Rolls up and in. That's going to be a birdie. I'm going to take that score back down to a +5. Another tough driving hole here. Really testing my alligator army gross swings. That is what happens here. And it actually catches this downslope on the cart path and takes a trip backwards quite a ways. And from 225, not a whole lot I can do. Gave it a good punch to try and get it there, but from the concrete, I believe it took a little bit of my steam away. Catching another downslope and moving away from the pin. And then a good shot to save par. So headed to the 15th hole. Another tough driving hole. And I hit it right into the tree. That tree, you're sitting there staring at the tree going, don't hit it at the tree. And then you hit it at the tree. We did get some ball speed back on that one for some reason. I'll have to take a look at that swing later and see kind of what was different. 104 remaining here after a bad second shot under a tree. Trying to dial this in to save par. Get a good bounce off the fringe, and that will save par from 100 yards. So there's some good shots here, some good things to take away at Big Fish. It's kind of cool that the front 9 is out in the open, and then the back 9 is like really forested and have these big tree obstacles on the drives, and it's almost like 2 different courses. Tree denial here on the par 3 16th, setting up a chip. And holding in the circle for a par. Still at +5. A little fadey, but looked like better action through the hitting area there. 284 up the hill. This will just be a layup. And a good one at that. Kicks left, setting up a 100-yard shot. And it is tugged way left and short. That was not good. 4th shot here on the par 5 17th. Trying to find 25 yards and hitting it 29 yards for a bogey at the near end of the round. 18th hole, hitting back towards this lighthouse. Another kind of alligator army swing. That did look like better contact through the zone, and the numbers say so as well. There's still, like, I can hit it 145. 170 remaining. A good shot here. It's got to go. It's safely up there for a par. So +6 after a couple disastrous holes is pretty good. Big Fish is a round that I enjoyed. Kind of 2 different 9s. Let me know what you thought in the comments below and what courses you're excited to see next.